aging is not just a process. It is many reasons that causes various kinds of diseases. And nowadays, approximately 150,000 people die per day worldwide, and two-thirds of them die from aging. From this information, we can know that aging is the main cause of human death. So we all have to be concerned about these information. Next, what we will qualify is what is combating aging. Is it expanding our lifespan? No, it isn't. It is about to expand the healthy part of our life and to enhance our life quality. And having known this concept, we can move on to ways to combat aging. We can first divide our lives into 3 stages, which are metabolism, and damage, and pathology. Human body is just like a sophisticated machine, so there are a lot of reactions reacting in our body. And as these reactions are reacting, they will produce intermediates. And these intermediates will accumulate in our bodies, and one day it will reach a threshold and it will cause damage. And again, the damage will accumulate and it will one day become pathology of our body. And scientists have now so far developed 2 kinds of approaches to combat aging. The first one is to slow down the progression of pathology. But however, it is not very promising because people ultimately go downhill anyway. So they have the second method, which is prevention is better than cure. We can just clean up our intermediates once in a while. However, it is not very promising too because it cannot create dramatic changes in our preventing aging. So we will now introduce the third method, which is called maintenance approach. The main idea of this approach is to clean up our damages as soon as it emerges. So we can still let our intermediates accumulate in our body, but we have to let the accumulation of our damage to a level down so that it cannot allow pathology to happen. Let's take the cars and the precious antiques you have, for example. If we take good care of our car and those antiques, they will last a very long time. So if human body is just like a sophisticated machine, then if we take good care of our body, it will still last a very long time. So if maintenance approach can really be applied to practice, then maybe one day we can really end aging.
Okay, just as Nick mentioned above, metabolism should generate molecular and cellular changes that qualify damages and are eventually contributed to age-related pathology. And as you can see here, these are all the damages that are happening in our body. And I will explain point number 3 and point number 1. So point number 3 meaning loss of cells. And that means that cells are dying and are not being able to replace automatically. And for point 1, junk inside cells, meaning that accumulation of intracellular molecules that does not follow the broken down pathway and therefore cannot be excreted out of the body. And for the various complicated damages, the director of the foundation believes that they can be reversed by what he referred to as regenerative medicine. Okay. And this you can see on the left column, there are all the damages rising with age, and on the right column, there are the effects. But these are the matched therapies that we can use to repair damages. So, yes, these therapies are used against precursors that are potentially causing damages. And he mentioned two simplest therapies that I'm going to talk about now, but it's not on the slide. So, first one is the stem cell therapy to combat organ or tissue fell off. And the second one, he mentioned that we can simply just use vaccination sometimes to clean off our damage. Okay. In the end, he strongly believes that regeneration medicine can be the masterpiece to beat age-related pathologies. And for maintenance approach, we're going to have a little play for you because we think that Jiangsu Meiling will be a really good example.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What a beautiful girl, ladies. Oh, I heard you are 106 years old. It's amazing. Do you have any tips to share with us?
No problem. I can share some with you guys. For example, I get my instant cleaned on a regular basis.
Pardon me, why do you do this?
Oh, do not be so surprised. It's just a way to clean up the waste in my bodies.
Wow, sounds fantastic. And do you have any other methods? I just heard your Mary's complaints about massaging you every day.
What? I will fan her
Oh, no, no,
later.
no, 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 no.
Just kidding. Massaging. Oh, I think it's also a good way, important way for me to keep up my skin so flexible, and it can promote blood circulation. It's important for elderly like me.
Okay, you guys may still be confused why Jiangsu Meiling has her anterior training on a regular basis. It's just like the maintenance approach mentioned above. Once our body produces harmful substances or evacuation like feces, we fix the damage and clean them up immediately. This is the best way for Jiangsu Meiling to prevent the damage from accumulating to a certain degree and finally leading to pathology. And as you can see, this is the reason why Jiangsu Meiling is such a beautiful woman and a healthy body. Thank you for your listening.